Okay guys, if you've been playing Kardmi and you have no idea how shinies actually work, this video is going to change everything for you. Because here's the thing, catching shinies isn't just about getting lucky. There's a system, and once you understand that system, you can get guaranteed shinies. So I'm not talking maybe, not hopefully, but guaranteed shinies. So I'm going to break this down into three parts today. We're going to talk about regular shinies, shiny ancients, as well as shiny legendaries. Each one works a little bit differently, so let's take a look at all three of these. Let's dive into it. So here's the thing about shiny hunting and Kardmi that no one really explains up front. It's not random. I mean, it is kind of random, but there's a gauge system running in the background every single Kardmi battle that you're in. You'll notice whenever you capture a Kardmi for the first time, and I do stress that you have to capture that Kardmi at least once. You'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen, when it's showing the stats and being like, oh, add it to your PC, there will be, it doesn't show on this screen for some reason. But the next time that I capture one of these or fight one of these, it will show a little gauge and it'll say X number out of 82. And so what happens is you have to grind your way up to at least 82 encounters with that card. I mean, now you can get lucky and get a shiny encounter before you hit that 82 mark, but once you hit that 82 mark, you're guaranteed a shiny in that 83rd battle. And that may not sound like a lot, because I know Pokemon's like one in like several thousand that have chances of getting a shiny, but do understand that the odds of you running into 82 of a specific Kardmi, especially rare Kardmi, in a single day are pretty low. So that's why I'm going to explain that there's the Safari system. I'm sure you've seen it. It's right beside any exit to enter the overworld and battle wild Kardmi in every city. What you do is every Kardmi that you battle and capture, every Kardmi that you battle and capture, you increase your research level of that Kardmi, and it goes from bronze all the way up to master. And the higher you get that research level, the higher spawn rate or likelihood of that Kardmi to spawn is. As a matter of fact, once you get up to master rank, the game will straight up tell you, hey, like right before you head on to the overworld, they'll give you a notification and say, hey, a shiny Kardmi has spawned. And then they will see a great, like a bright, shiny pillar of energy coming from the sky, and it'll show you right on the map where that shiny is at. Pretty cool stuff. But to get there, you have to work your way through that gauge. And it can be pretty slow, but using the Safari system, you can significantly speed up the time frame in which you get it up to that 82. Because what the Safari system does is you go up to them once you have a research rank of at least gold with that Kardmi. You can then entrust the catch to the Safari Master, and then you can give them up to 10 Kardmi cards, and they can go out even when you're offline. It takes 10 catches, I think it takes 8 hours. So theoretically, every 8 hours you can have 10 more. So if you really wanted to be like, super casual and just, not really grind for it yourself, theoretically, you could wake up, reload your Kardmi cards, and do that twice a day. It'll take you just a couple days to pretty much get a guaranteed shiny. Sometimes you can get lucky and get a shiny out of the Safari before you hit 82, like I said, but it just really depends on RNG at that point. Anything before 82 is RNG, so definitely utilize the Safari. It's there for a reason, and it's a really, really helpful tool that's not really explained in the game. I know when I first started playing, I actually thought that it was like the same vein as like Pokemon, where they take your Kardmi in and it would gain XP when you were offline. That's not the case. But what it does is it's also really important. It helps you actually work through that grind and get shinies. So when it comes to ancients, because you'll see here we are in an ancient dungeon, same base idea, except for you don't have to, like, we'll use Volperdon for an example. You don't have to go through the dungeons and fight 82, at worst case scenario, Volperdons to get a chance at a shiny one. What you can do, or should do, I mean, instead, is fight any of the Volp Warden and his Volpyro and any of his evolutions or base forms, because they will help you fill up the gauge. Because you don't, like I said, you don't have to fight 82 ancients. Any in their family tree will help you fill up that gauge, and then get it up to, like, in the at worst case scenario, up to 82. You queue up the ancient fight, and then boom, all of a sudden, at the end of the dungeon, you're gonna get a shiny ancient Kardmi. And let's talk a little bit about shiny legendaries, because they are the most misunderstood. So occasionally there are events in Kardmi that are limited time. They'll be about 2 weeks at a time. There's 3 that I know of. There's Divine Descent, which is for Sylvivan. There's Nirvanic Battle Dance, which is for Pikagare. And the one we are on right now, which is Returning Tides, and it is for Genelex. So anytime these events are active, I suggest you drop everything and go ahead and grind these events. What you need to do is you need to battle the raid or the event at least a couple times. Get your legendary research level of that particular Kardmi up to gold. And that's huge, because listen, you're gonna do what I did. You're gonna get into these events, you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna have to, like, fill up this gauge for this legendary Kardmi to get a shiny, aren't I? And then you're gonna realize, oh shit, to do that, I'm gonna have to get more exclusive Kardmi cards, and these are expensive. They take star gems, or I'd have to come out of my pocket and buy them. Because they are somewhat limited, unless you're getting on your game every day and you're getting 2 of the exclusives from the Sundry Shop. No, it's from the actual shop. I don't think they're available in Sundry Shop. Either way, exclusive Kardmi cards are hard to come by, and what I'm saying is that their quantity is limited, and you just don't want to come out of pocket because you want a shine. That just has an awful ring to it. So the point I'm making as I ramble is, once you get that gold level research level for your legendary Kardmis, while their event is active, and while it is active only, they will spawn in specific places. Like Genelex will spawn here at Lone Star. Sylvivan will spawn in Kimu's city. I don't know where Pikagare spawns. He may also spawn in Lone Star. I've never experienced his spawn. But what you want to do at that point, once you have the research level up to gold and they're spawning in the wild, just do your best to clear out the map daily, because every Kardmi that you battle or capture feeds in a new Kardmi into the spawn pool. So that way you're just kind of grinding, and you're just keep unlocking more and more of the legendary spawns throughout your day, and that'll help you climb up to 82 much, much quicker for our legendaries.